Okay, all systems go. Woo! It's been a few days. Been off for the weekend. What did I do? I had a Sunday fishing tournament with my daughter. Had a Sunday premiere. Then I had 2 days of recovering because I was up like Saturday night. I couldn't get to sleep before that fishing tournament, and I had to get up at what, 4 in the morning. So yeah. I was working on like 2 hours of sleep. Takes longer to recover, man. Good Lord, I could do those a couple days in a row. Get up again, go do it again. But yeah, I like to stay in a good mood. If I get too tired, I get cranky. Well, a little bit anyway. I get short.
But hell, I don't think you got too many endorsement deals to worry about now, do you?
Now listen here, Mr. Frodo, don't get short with me.
It was good. It was good.
Well, let's go do this motovlog. Nice, we can see around the corner here. They chopped it all down. Yeah, I got my front visor open, so you might hear a little swooshiness. Yeah, so good morning and welcome back to the Motobomb, Virginia channel. Here we are again, back to the daily grind, the daily commute. Yeah, don't get a bunch of scenic places to take you as of late, but I don't know. I'm getting anxious to do one of those. I guess I did one kind of the other day when I went to Gloucester and had the bike with the huge jugs on display, and yeah, had all kinds of difficulties. I was pretty embarrassed about some of my audio because I was wearing the half shell. I was going for the comfortable cool factor, and I don't know, I'm going to try it again with the Purple Panda. I had better success with that mic using a Purple Panda than I did with that same mic in here. That mic had just 2 rings on it, didn't need the little adapter or whatever. But anyway, that's not such a big deal. It was so interesting. But the audio was just not up to snuff, and it's a lot of work to try to fix it to make it presentable. I am learning tricks though, like when you do editing and you cut the audio stuff, sometimes it will boost levels that are in the background more that you want to hear just by cutting it, and you hit auto levels, it'll kind of come back up and you can hear things that you didn't really hear before, because if other things are peaking before it in your graph, you got to take those out of the clip and then it'll raise the other levels back up. Kind of goes by an average, I believe, of levels. So that was interesting. Yeah, I gotta keep my eye on the rear end. My own. Gotta cover my own butt out here. A couple little flashes of the brake, let them know you're slowing down and turning. Ah, that's right. It's okay, you didn't do nothing wrong. You're just trying to get over. That's nice. She don't know where she's going. She lost. That happens. Do we have stop traffic up here? It kind of looks like it. So we're gonna go left just in case. Yep, you can see it all stopped up there. Who knows for how long? We'll go up this way. We'll think we're gonna be clever and get up here on the last exit. This is the last exit you can get on. Not this one here, but the one I'm going to before you get up to the tunnel. Once it starts to get going, yeah. Who knows? It's traffic. You know the deal. It's going to be a pain. You can never predict it. It's like weather. You know, whether or not this happens or that happens, will give you a ballpark idea, but it's still weather. Whether it's going to rain, whether it's going to be dry, whether you're going to get wet, or whether or not. Watch the ones around I can't see you around the other vehicles like that. I already have a hard time seeing the little motorcycle, just like this gravel truck blocking the sandwich getter place. What if somebody pulls out there? Can't see me. Yeah. Well, I slow down, I'll wait for him. Oh, it looks like we're stopped. Yeah, we might as well cut off for a bit. That's just how it roll out here, man. See, it's all clogged up. Need a traffic plumber, man. See, anytime I say a little word like clogged, or you'll notice I go right for the what it relates to, and just how my goofy brain works. Oh, there's somebody who surrendered. He was super cool. That was nice, man. Yeah, I know. As soon as I was thinking in the back of my mind too, yeah, he'd be judging that guy, see if because he was. He looked like he kept inching out there, but I got like, he could be one of those people that let you get out in front of him. Wasn't even my turn, you know. But I just sat back. I didn't try to inch in on him and do anything. So sometimes that just pays off. Sometimes, you know, you get 4 people that will not let you in and keep rolling. So yeah, it's the things. Just try to do your best out here. Sow the good seed. What you sow is what you reap. So think about it like that. Reap love, kind, and caringness. Unless somebody cuts you off now or endangers your life. Yeah, that's a tougher one to bless. I have a hard time, let alone turning a cheek, lifting one. See, everything's flowing from that way. A traffic plumber had arrived. That guy loves his horn. He late for something. He working, he trying to work, man. She looking down. Yeah, she was looking straight down, driving by. Felt myself bouncing up here. That's scary, these old bridges, man. And they've been working on them, got a new one next to it. Who knows what they've done. Yeah, this would not be a good fall. I don't know why I think about it now. It's like anything's possible these days. Yeah, I feel it bouncing now. Yeah, I do that all the time when I go in slow and going through congested areas. It may sound a little bit annoying to somebody, or they think I'm trying to show off the pipes and do whatever. You know, one time I guess it was like that. but I've never was like really obnoxious to do that. But that keeps people looking out for you and seeing you. Because if they can't see you, you got to help them hear you. Now we're getting into the stopping traffic, so I got to watch for lane switchers coming over from the other lane and what's going on behind you. Yet I can't travel too close. I got to watch my space cushion. And then I got to try to make a motovlog through all this. Don't have to, but I choose to. Keeps me from going insane, that's for sure. On the way to work, I think about my friends that I got out in YouTube land, plus maybe some possible new people. I want to see what it's like riding out here on the HRBT and commuting on your Harley pretty much every day. Some days I just take a break because, I mean, I love to ride. I'd prefer to ride. But some days I just want to take a break because it feels like you can relax a little bit more in the car. Because when you're out here, I'm probably doubling my chances of possibly, I have no idea, I'm just taking a guess, of getting hurt in traffic because I am on a motorcycle. And you all know that who ride, and ride with any awareness and consistency and regular. Like the recycled hooligan knows exactly what it's like. It's been his sole transportation for, I don't know, 3-4 years. It might be for the next couple years, who knows. And I am thankful, so thankful, that I got my endeavor put together, because I was in the same position he was for probably 6 months. But at least it was summer. But I did have to gear up during the rain to get to work. But it motivated me to get stuff done, and now I'm very, very appreciative that I have that endeavor, more so than I ever had. Well, I was pretty appreciative when I first got it. It's like anything else when you get a new toy, man. You're loving it. Then when it starts getting old and raggedy, and it seems like it's going to slip away from you, you just don't care about it as much no more. Just quit taking care of it. Like, oh, it's pretty much gone anyway. Then when it's gone, you're like, oh, what am I going to do now? Yeah. They're all theories, man. All things to think about. Think about your thinking, and remember to have gratitude throughout the day. I mean, that's why I go through this stuff in my brain, and I share it with you, because those are tools I have that help me avoid some of the corruptive, selfish thinking that will actually do me more harm than good. It helps me plan a little bit. It helps me make a little better decision making. So I get to weigh them out and remember, hey, just don't take your first impulsive thing, because my impulsive thinking was super self-centered and self-gratifying. Let me get what I want and want now, or maybe I won't do that, and I'll do it so I can look good for somebody else, right? Then I'll have some expectation and some possible demand behind that, you know? So when you work on some expectations and demands, and you write on them, and you think about them, and you talk to others about it, and you see all the situations in your life where it tripped you up, and you can move on, and that's like God speaking to me directly. It's like I'm getting it straight from the pipeline, and I thank God for that, because you see, on my own, I think of this sinful nature. They call it disease when you're in the 12-step program. Disease thinking. You know, sounds better. Don't sound like you're being religious or something, you know. Because there's a lot of people that have been abused by religion, and religion in general is abusive. You know, 90% of it or more, I don't know for sure, but I know a majority of it do not teach the true gospel and the freedom that is behind it. And there's no works that we can do to make ourselves look better, feel better, ultimately, than having the plan of salvation that Jesus Christ gives you. It's free. Just go pick it up. Just go pick it up and believe. There's plenty of evidence, so your faith will grow. And it's just a simple gospel that Jesus died for our sickness and our disease and our sins. He was crucified, dead, and buried. Yeah, kaput, out of here. And like what was predicted, had rose again, and now and went to heaven with his Father, who is himself. Which you can see all the accounts, like it wasn't just one account, a handful of accounts. There was hundreds of documented accounts. They didn't have cell phones back then. Wouldn't that have been nice? Hey, yeah, but then you probably still you can't always believe what you see either. But you know, if you don't have a yearning or like for me, my life was stripped at one time, stripped of self-worth, wanting so badly just to feel better. Mainly better about myself and the choices I'm making, because I knew how much it was affecting me, my family, and my job, and my friends, which really most of them really weren't my friends, because they were users and abusers too, just like me. And you know, it was always a deal. What can you do for me? Until you can't do for me, then yeah, and I kind of pass you up and go for somebody else, you know, and then I'll compromise all my principles about all that later on when it comes time, and they may do the same to me too, you know, and you're inviting each other back in their life, and next thing you know, you're all good friends and good buddies, you know. That was like something I really had to take a look at and learn. It drove me crazy. You didn't know who was your friend. You didn't know. I knew I was, you know, I had to admit I was my worst enemy. I made those choices, you know, yet I wanted to blame all the circumstances around me for you know, everything and for what has happened. That's part of the denial system. Your ego telling you, I'm good. Just simplify that down. Learn about your ego. Learn about the sinful nature. See the results that it's given you in his life. Then make the other choice that God gives you. Simple little comparisons that helped me be a believer. Like, it wasn't like I disbelieved. I just didn't know how it worked in my life. I had to humble myself and ask how. And go out and follow some cool directions and take the help that was given to me. Because man, I could not stop thinking and acting the way that I was for a long time. And I really thought I was, you know, doing well, doing good. I'm not that bad. I'm a nice guy. I do this and I do that. Yeah. Now we do we things. It's like in this motovlog community that we have. That's another extension of healing for me, and hanging out with you guys and sharing life experiences and doing some cool causes like the Forgotten Angels, which is cool. I'm not an ambassador of Forgotten Angels or whatever. It's just, I mean, I've known about it for a long time. I never went out and like promoted it, but when I started seeing a lot of my friends doing it here on the YouTuber, I kind of picked up a little bit of the a little piece of it and said, hey man, I can share some of this too. I might have a few viewers you don't have, and that might get new and exposed to it and go, what's that about, you know? And maybe they'll send $25 and get a chance to, you know, if you give somebody a chance to, and that isn't our motive all the time, but I'm just saying, somebody who don't know, they think they might win a motorcycle for 25 bucks, they might, you know, inadvertently give. You know, it's when you give and you know you're not going to receive nothing that makes that even a greater gift. And that's something we all learn and experience too, because that's part of the sowing of the seed. When you give like that, you give to yourself, you have self-worth, and you feel good. Oh, bike down over there. Yeah, one of those ones you can just pick up and take and go. Those scooters. So yeah, lots to think about, huh? And I'll probably be quiet as hell on the way home. Who knows? Like the one person said, well, you're winding down from the day, Dean. That's to be expected. That's probably why you're not as chatty coming home. I was like, yeah, see, so there's always things to learn.